And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Anne Marie from the Queen's Budget, and this is, I think, the 12th time I had to restart this video. I have some sad news to report. So my little kitty Bob, who, if you've been with me for quite a while, knows that he's the love of our life, and we've had him for about 14 years now. He was going through some health issues over the years. Had diabetes. He had other really bad health issues that landed him in the hospital for 2 weeks several years ago. But he did pass away, and I'm just gonna try to get through this video. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just gonna push through. I don't want to rewatch this video in the editing portion. I'm just gonna go through it. I know it's okay. So about 2 weeks ago, he had a vet appointment for some blood work, and the blood work actually came out really good. There were no signs of anything. As a matter of fact, his blood sugar was actually very controlled, and the doctor reduced his blood sugar amount, that I inject him. I injected him twice a day when he ate, and I've been doing this for about 7 years now. So we were very dedicated to him. We were very dedicated. He came home from the vet appointment, and over the next day or two after that, he wasn't eating. And I just thought he was upset with me for bringing him to the vet. He can have a little grudge sometimes. But I noticed that he was straining to go number 2. And I thought that was really odd because I've never seen him do that. Having not eating and having this little straining problem, I decided to bring him to the hospital because my vet was actually closed for 2 days. I don't know why, but I kept calling. They weren't answering. And I definitely needed to step up and see what's going on. Well, they found that he had, they did an ultrasound, and they found that he had cancer in his intestines. So his intestinal tract was actually inflamed, and he wasn't able to pass any stool. So while he was there, they also found that he had the same condition that is a metabolic issue with diabetic cats that he had 3 years ago, where he had this really bad bacterial infection in his bile duct that went up into his liver. So he had this really rare type of infection. And even though the last time that we was able to save him by giving some really powerful antibiotics, the cancer was another issue that we were facing. So we ended up deciding that we were going to let nature take its course. And I wanted him to kind of hold out until my boyfriend got home. My boyfriend travels for work. He's currently in Texas, and he was not able to get home until the end of November. So I was hoping I could take him home and do hospice care for him. I had to give him, over this past week, I had to give him a prednisone pill to reduce the inflammation in the intestines. I had to give him some eating appetite encouragement meds. I had to give him nausea and pain meds. I had to give him just a plethora of comforting medication that would help him through this. Well, over the week, he was getting worse and worse. And on Thursday last week, which was about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it was about 5 days ago, I noticed that his back legs stopped working. They splayed out while he was walking, and he was almost crawling on his front legs with his back legs not coming up to walk. They were kind of splayed outward. So I called my vet, and they thought that it could be a blood clots in his legs. And, you know, they said we wouldn't know for sure unless you brought him in. And I, you know, Craig and I discussed it, and we just knew that this was not the best thing for him.
You got some food on your nose.
So, I'm sorry. You know, I watched a lot of videos about when to know it's time. Because you don't want the guilt of, you know, if he has hope, you know, we were there for him to push him through this if it was possible. But I think what really comforted me was I saw a veterinarian say, it's better a month early than a day late. And I really held that in my head, that I don't, you know, you don't want the day late where he starts to feel pain. It's okay to let go earlier so that he doesn't go through that. And I think it's the ultimate act of kindness to your animal to let them go. And so I did make the appointment. It was on Saturday, so a couple days ago. And I think the worst thing about this is you don't have the routine anymore. When you're home with your pet, there's a routine. And I'm kind of out of that routine. And I'm trying to create a new routine. So because Craig couldn't be here with me, we actually FaceTimed together the process when I brought him in. And that really comforted both of us to be there for each other. So, and I do want to say that my vet gave me the most ultimate care and gave my Bob the most ultimate care in this process. It was actually rather beautiful. And so now we're faced with a very, very high vet bill from the hospital. So I'm now in debt, and it's okay. I mean, I have money to pay it, but I want to cash flow the payment so that I don't touch my savings. But I'll tell you right now, if you have pets at home, please have an emergency, not just for your vet visits, but an emergency vet visit, because he was only in the hospital for 4 days and it was over $6,000. So I have Care Credit. Care Credit is a 6-month no interest that I was able to put it on, which helps if you don't have pet insurance or anything like that. I would recommend getting Care Credit so that you can put your vet bills on that for payment. So, I'll be posting pictures of him up here. We do have another cat. I rarely talk about her. She is a feral cat that we actually took in about 5 years ago, and her and Bob did not like each other. She is a very standoffish cat. I've never picked her up. She won't let me. but she definitely knows there's a change in the house. I know she's definitely looking for him around because she'll come down the stairs and look over where he sleeps and he's not there. And I just noticed that she is kind of staying to herself a little more, maybe seeing me upset and letting me grieve. But over the last day or two, she's kind of come around and been extremely affectionate to me. So I think she knows there's a change. I know she's probably there letting me grieve and trying to comfort me through it. But boy, there was nobody like that little guy. He was a wonderful cat. And life needs to move on. And I'm so blessed that he didn't suffer too much. If he did any at the end, I'm glad we made the decision. So, okay, guys, thanks for listening. We are going to do some stuffing today. I'm going to do a quick cash stuffing just to make this video at least worthwhile for the budget, for budgeting. Okay. We are going to be cash stuffing my long and short term binders. So I have two here. Let me just grab a little sip of coffee. Oh gosh, I'm so glad I got all that out. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, and by the way, if you go to my community page, I have a free download. I made a some saving challenges with Bob on it through AI, and I would love for you to download them and do the saving challenges in honor of Bob. So you'll see them on my community page. That was done about, I would say, maybe 6 months ago. So go ahead and download it. Okay, so I have a long and short term binder here. My long and short term binders are in black. Let me see which one this is. This one is my short term. So let's start with that first. So I do have a new binder set up, and I am going to do a video on it. I have new binders that I created and new envelopes. So my new envelopes now are these. And the first one is debt. Oh yes, debt. We are going to count this. I am putting, let's see, 20. Sorry, this is all crooked and upside down. I just put the money in, $20, $30, $45. So let me put this in and we will count it. This is going directly to the bank when I need to make the first payment on my care credit. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 96, 6, 10, 15, 16, 17. This was going to go to my mortgage, but now we have a bill that we have to pay, and that will go towards the vet costs. I forgot the first one. I have a new one called House Call. So that's if you have to have appointments for your well, your plumber, all your house calls. It's a new envelope. I'm going to stuff 20 in and get that one started. I have these cute little charms. I got this one. I have a bunch of them in my binders from Lori Holt, L-O-R-I, last name Holt, H-O-L-T. I got them on Etsy. I think she's like a fabric person, like she makes fabrics, and I think that's what her business is. But she also has really cute large charms, and I did buy several of them from my binders. So Okay, the next one we have is emergency. I don't think I'm going to be using this money to pay for Bob. I'm adding 10. I want to keep this all separate. I do have money in the bank. So I have $1,000 to $3,050 in the bank. And in cash, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30. Okay, the next one is a medical saving fund. I'm adding $10. I have money in the bank. I think I have 1,000. Yeah, I have 1,000 in the bank. And I have 30 in cash. So I have an HSA account, and my HSA account, I've been collecting, you know, putting money in over the years. That money does roll over opposed to an FSA account. The flexible spending account, you have to use the money within the year, but an HSA, which is a health savings account, you can roll the money over and even bring it to a different company if you switch companies. So the HSA I'm building up for my retirement, and the medical here is if I have any copays or need to go, you know, if I have enough to go to the emergency room or whatever, that comes out of this account. Or even if I have to buy some NyQuil at the store, I grab it from here. The next one is home repair. I'm putting $25 in. Sorry, the money's not... I wasn't thinking I was going to be stuffing this right now. But yeah. So I'm putting 25 in. And I have 20 in there now. I did do a cash condensing maybe a couple months ago. That's why this doesn't have a lot of cash in it. But I do have $1,150 in the bank. And I have $20, $30, $40, $5 cash. Thanks for sticking around, guys. And then this one is lawn care. We have $300 in the bank. My boyfriend tends to pay for the lawn care. I'm putting 25 in. But I do have a little bit here just in case I have to pay somebody immediately before Craig can pay me. All right, so that is my short-term binder. And let's do my long-term and then we'll be done. So this is my long-term. Okay, so the first one is appliances. I have $220 in the bank, and I'm placing $15. So I have $25. This is another Lori Holt little charm. Technology is a new envelope, so I'm putting $10 in. The next one is my furnace. I'm trying to save $15,000 in this envelope. So I have 10, 11, 12, 1250, 1270. So I have $12,070 in the bank for my furnace, and I'm putting $20 in today. Oh, actually 20 here. There was already a 20. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. And I don't need a new furnace right now, but if I ever do, I'm gonna pay cash for it. New one. I have a new envelope for a roof. I don't need a new roof right now, but my My furnace is almost completed. I need a couple thousand in here, and then I'm going to start on a roof fund. All right. The next one is a basic savings. This is not my emergency fund. It's outside of my emergency fund, and I'm just starting it with $5. This is a new one. It's a mini split. That is for your air conditioning and heating unit that's on the wall. We're thinking of getting one for the air conditioning. So we're starting with 20. In our house, our windows crank outward. They don't go up. So it's hard getting an air conditioner in because once you take the window out and you put the air conditioner in, there's like an empty space up above because there's no window. So we've been taking the windows in and out for 12 years now, and we just want to get something that's a little bit more easier to use and not have to have the windows all taken out. This is for retirement. So I want to retire early, and I have a 401k and all my investments, my IRAs, and I want to have a lot of like cash in the bank by the time I retire, and that is far down the road. So currently I have 1,500, 6, 7, 8, 1,900 in the bank, and I have 20. I'm just going to add a $10 bill. So no real rush stuffing this one. The next one is home renovation, if there's anything we need to do in the house, opposed to a home repair. So I'm putting $10 in, so I have $30, and I have $1,050 in the bank. I don't have to do much right now, but in the future, if we want to redo our kitchen or bathrooms, we'll be saving for that. And this one is in case we decide to get a retirement home. I'm just saving up for the down payment. I have $1,100 in the bank. I'm putting $25 in. So I have 45 total, 20, 30, 45. The next one is for furniture for our retirement home. So I have 100, 200, 300 in the bank, and I'm putting $5 in, so we have 25 in cash. Cleaning service, putting $5. This is kind of a luxury for me if I ever do hire someone. And slush fund. Slush fund is a different type of fund. It is where I go to pull that's not my emergency and not my basic savings account that I'm starting. This is an account that if I'm low on another binder, then I need to buy something, I pull from this one. So I do have 1,000 in the bank, and I'm putting 10 in today. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 155. 155 in cash. And that is it, guys. I'm really happy that I was able to do this video and just let you guys know what's going on. That way I can just now move forward and video my normal videos. And thanks for listening, and I appreciate you all. And, hug your pets. Hug your pets. They're like little creatures that live in your home, and they are just, sometimes they're better than your own family, right? All right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye. My next video, I think I'm going to do a binder review because I do have new binders, new envelopes, and I have it all organized in a really interesting way. So you might pick up some tips on the way I have my binders organized. All right. I will see you later. Bye-bye.
This is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.